Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test room. Today we are taking a look at a pack of soundscapes and ambiences for Koala, but you can use any of these samples, individual samples in other Koala projects, or you can export each individual sample as well. So I'll quickly cover that as well. So you have 64 samples here spread over the 4 banks here, the 4 pad banks. And let's just quickly pop over to the Gumroad page where you can see the pack. When you get there, it's the first one because it's the one I uploaded yesterday. Okay, so yeah, sound test room, Koala sample pack, soundscapes and Ambience, 64 samples. And then you have my other packs as well, which you may want to check out. Anyway, right, it's £2.50. Okay, so for a limited time, then it might go up a little bit. But anyway, it'll be £2.50 for a while. Anyway, when you get it and you download it, you will get this file here. And all you need to do is, there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can tap on this and it will just open it up in Koala. Okay, it's one of the great things about Koala. It's super easy. But just remember where you saved it now. Now, if it has a little download button by it, you see these little download buttons here. If you long hold it, right, there'll be a little thing that says download now, and just download it so you know it's on your iPad. But make sure you remember where you save it now. You don't need to do the download thing if you do this from within Koala. So let's go to Koala and open up this. And then just load, right? I'll just discard changes on that. And then it says import song, right? So there it is. It's about 530 meg, okay? So it might take a little bit of time to load, but once it's loaded, it's fine because they're big samples, you know. You can just go import song, locate where you saved it. Now I've got mine in Dropbox here. All you need to do, right? I'll just do this. I'll just tap on this. And it'll load the song. See, it'll say Koala song imported. You've just imported a song that has been saved at Koala songs, soundscapes and ambience one, because I've already got one in there. Click OK. Now, depending on the speed of your device and internet connection, etc., it may take a little bit longer than that. But once you've done that, if you go into your load view again, you'll see I've got 2 of them there now. So it loads as a Koala song. It's dead easy. Right, I don't need 2 of them on here because it's 500 meg, so I can delete the one. So I'll just go load and swing this to the left and hit delete. I'll go OK. And then I'll just load this one back in, which is the one we had to start with. And I'll now go through a load of these. Now, I won't play all 64. Let's go to edit. I'll hit one shot for this. Is it this one? Right, I'll hit one shot for this. I'm going to turn the microphone down just for a moment, make sure yep, that's okay. Turn the microphone down. I'm going to play through a load of these, and then I'll maybe show you how you can use one in a new project. You can have a lot of fun with these. You can stretch them, you can loop them, you can reverse them, you can repitch them, you know, pan them. But you can do some cool stuff with the tools as well, like normalize, trim them. You can chop them up, you know. Now, if the tonal samples, they'll all be key rooted in C, so it'll make it easier for you. To get the idea of the type of stuff. I like these very cool ambient soundscapes. These are all made by me and Joe. You want to use samples and field recordings and synths and stuff. So we could definitely normalize that one for the start off. I tend to try and err on the side of caution when it comes to volume. Some real spooky stuff. Make nice background ambiences and things. Now, I have to say, if you're a patron, you already own all these samples. You already have them all in the Patron Rewards folder. Okay, before we move on to another one of the other banks to have a listen to, let's just quickly do this. Let's go new, and we'll create. Well, I'll discard the changes. It's fine. If we've got a new project in Koala, if we go down here where samples is, a lot of people overlook this. We click on this. You can choose samples from any song, right? So here are all the songs that I have in Koala here, and there's a little draggy up and down thing. Also has some of its own basic samples. So you might want to go, oh, right. So you can sample them there. Or you can, like I said, you can go to songs and choose any song. So let's go look at our soundscapes and ambience. Open this, and it's 64 pads. And you'll see the pads are represented here and also here as well. So if we click on this, which we haven't heard, listen to some of these ones. These are from Bank B. So say, for instance, you wanted that one. You can either just hit load sample and it'll stick it in the first one there. If we go back and look, we could go, what's this one? You can drag and drop it onto any pad you like. Anyway, there you go. Let's go back and look at the main pack again. So let's just go load. No, discard changes. Don't want to save that. Soundscapes and ambience. And like I said, because it's 500 megs worth of samples, it'll take a few seconds to load. There you go. If we go to B, where we were, listen to a few more of them to edit, just in case. As you can hear, a lot of work went into these as well. You see, they're really long as well, so they make good background beds, you know. So for example, with this one, let's hit it on this. Let's hit loop. And it'll, you know, you can get it just to loop round and round and round. It sounds nice. Especially when you start to add something else in with that. So for example, if we go to another one of these, maybe. You've still got this looping, of course. In fact, we could set that round there. Maybe around there, and this will then loop. So you're building up kind of an ambient soundscape, which you can do, of course. Or have it ping pong. That sounds quite fun. Bring in others. Some rain stuff. Oh, that sounded good. Then that ping pong. Increase the attack. It's like a rain one. Let's stop these other two. To the last bank now. These are ones Joe recorded in binaurally in supermarket. They're really cool.
It's equally valuable.
So yeah, as you can hear, they're pretty cool. Gives you lots of options, you know. Oh, one thing I should point out as well, that you can export. So for example, oh yeah, here we go. Export. Missed it first time. You can export the current sample, all samples, the current sequence, all sequences. Share the Koala song with somebody else, of course, which is how you do what I've done here. And then there's some other options for Ableton and stuff like that. So if you export current sample, it'll ask you if you want to export the raw sample, which is the sample you can hit, or the edited sample. So if we made the normalized sample, if we normalize this exact, whatever, this is the sample, it's selected sort of thing, then you can do it that way as well. And if you just export the raw sample, and it'll just ask you to give it a name, and then you click OK, and then it'll ask you where you want to stick it, and you stick it in your files or wherever you will stick it in audio share, and we'll save it to audio. Look, it's going to be called sample. We'll just hit save. Go and have a quick look in audio share, and there it is there. So that's that sample we've just exported, and of course now you can use it in any of your other apps as well. So there we go, awesome stuff. Guys, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you take the time to go and check out the pack here at Gumroad. And if you're there, it's some other stuff there. New one for frames as well, which is 50 presets for frames. But there you go. Yeah, thanks very much. And I will see you later. Ta-ra.